Archangel Michael and Jesus says, "You will lose both of us if you skip. You have only 15 seconds." Archangel Michael says, "Chosen one, do not skip, no matter what. Please, I beg you. Open this message quickly before it's too late." This is not just a warning. It is not just another message floating across your screen. This is a call from heaven itself. This is the sound of eternity trying to reach your heart before something breaks. This is not about fear. It is about love. A love so desperate to reach you before the weight of this world convinces you to walk away from your divine path. Archangel Michael speaks, not with anger, but with a cry from the heavens that echoes into the spirit of the chosen. Do not let this pass you by. If your heart feels even the slightest tug right now, it is not random. It is not a coincidence. You were led here, chosen one. And you are not alone. There is a hand over your life, a sword drawn in your defense, and a voice crying out on your behalf. That voice is mine. That shield is God's. That urgency you feel is because the time is now. You are standing at the edge of something holy, and you must not turn away. You must listen until the end. There is something waiting for you in every word. Stay with me. Comment Amen if you feel this word reaching deep into your heart. God has always known your name. Long before the pain, before the confusion, before the betrayals and heartbreaks, He whispered your name in the heavens and carved your path with His own hand. You were not born to be broken. You were not placed in this world to drown in fear and sorrow. You are chosen. You are marked. And even now, as you hear this message, all of heaven is leaning closer, watching to see if you will receive what has been set aside for you from the beginning of time. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak only what is given to me by the Most High. He is not done with you. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not at the end, no matter how heavy it feels. You are at the beginning of a divine awakening. The chains you carry, the pain you hide, the silent prayers you whispered into the darkness, all of it is seen. All of it is known. And right now, God is answering you through this message. This is not a coincidence. This is a rescue. The enemy wants you to scroll away. He wants you to miss this moment. Because this moment is where the heavens intervene. This is where the weight on your chest begins to lift. This is where your tears begin to make sense. And this is where you finally understand that the battles were not signs of your failure, but proof that you carry something powerful inside you. Something sacred. That is why the enemy has been fighting you so hard. Because you were never meant to stay broken. Comment 1111 if you believe this is a divine word sent just for you. You have cried yourself to sleep and wondered if God heard you. You've walked through storms no one saw and carried wounds that never healed properly because no one stayed long enough to notice. But God noticed. And not only did He notice, He assigned protection to your name. He assigned me. I have been by your side when you felt completely alone. I have stood over your bed in silence as darkness tried to settle in. And I was there when your soul whispered, "I can't take this anymore." God heard that. He still hears you. And He will not let you fall. You must not skip this moment. You must not ignore the sound of heaven breaking into your reality. This world has lied to you. People have failed you. You have been through pain that was never fair, never deserved, and yet somehow you survived it. That is not weakness. That is a sign of divine preservation. That is the hand of God keeping you alive because your story is not over. Your name is still written in the book of life. Your purpose is still in motion. And I am still fighting for you. This world will try to silence what God is doing in you. But I am here to tell you, they cannot stop the plan of heaven. You may be weary, but you are not forsaken. You may be tired, but you are still anointed. You may feel invisible, but heaven knows your name. And that is why I plead with you, do not scroll past this. You have already come too far to turn back now. There is a shift happening. Do not miss it. Please like this video right now if you feel your heart beating faster, because this moment is not just important, it is holy. God is releasing strength to you right now. He is breathing fresh wind into the places that were dry and brittle. There are angels surrounding your space as you hear this. There are battles being fought in the unseen places because your life is that important. The devil has been screaming lies at your identity, hoping you will forget who you are. But I am here to remind you. You are chosen. You are loved. You are protected. You are needed. You were not born for defeat. You were born for glory. Not the glory of this world, but the glory of the kingdom of God. You were formed in secret by the hands of the Almighty, and what He begins, He finishes. You may feel like a mess right now. You may feel like you have failed too many times. But let me tell you, God does not see you as a failure. He sees you as a son. As a daughter. As someone He will never give up on. Comment 222 if you trust this is your confirmation. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Even now, the Spirit of God is reaching into your story. He is rearranging what the enemy meant for destruction and turning it into deliverance. He is restoring what was stolen. He is healing what was shattered. He is mending what was torn. You have not missed your moment. You have not lost your calling. You have not gone too far. You are standing on the edge of a miracle that was written with your name on it. The reason the warning is urgent is because the enemy knows what you are about to walk into. And he is trying to stop you with distraction. But heaven will not be silenced. This message is your line in the sand. From this moment forward, no more turning back. No more giving up. No more agreeing with the lies spoken over you. You belong to God. And I, Archangel Michael, will continue to fight for you. Even when you cannot see me, I am with you. You are not alone. There is a shift happening around you that you cannot see with your eyes, but your spirit can feel it. The atmosphere is changing, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine order. Every attack, every setback, every delay, every heartbreak was meant to crush you, but God used it to prepare you. You have been refined in fire, and now it is time for you to rise. You may feel weak, but that is where the strength of the Lord comes in. You were never expected to carry this alone. That is why I was sent to you. That is why God has placed His hand over your life again and again, even when you didn't realize it. Comment 333 to declare your faith in the protection over your life. There were moments when you almost didn't make it. You thought the pain would destroy you. You thought the betrayal would break you beyond repair. You cried, and no one saw. You prayed, and it felt like silence. But listen closely now, heaven was never silent. God was never distant. He was holding you while you wept. He was standing beside you while you broke. He was speaking over you while you tried to breathe through the chaos. His voice never stopped. His love never paused. His angels never left your side. You may not have seen the sword drawn in the spirit realm, but I assure you, it was there. Every time the enemy came close, I stepped in. Every time darkness tried to overwhelm you, I raised the light. You are not just someone in a crowd. You are marked. You are chosen. And the enemy knows your name, not because of your failures, but because of your calling. And your calling is not small. Your purpose is not light. You were born to shift atmospheres, to carry the glory of God, to walk through storms and still shine with the fire of heaven. When I speak to you now, I am not speaking to your mind. I am speaking to your spirit. Your spirit knows the truth of these words. Your spirit remembers the voice of God. Even when your heart is weary and your body is tired, your spirit is still standing. That's why you're still here. That's why you've survived things that should have destroyed you. You've walked through things that others didn't come back from. And it's not because you are lucky. It's because you are protected. Comment 555 if you feel covered by that protection right now. You are not just covered, you are surrounded. Surrounded by mercy. Surrounded by grace. Surrounded by angels who war in the night while you sleep. Every threat that was formed against you had to bow to the name of Jesus. Every curse, every weapon, every lie, every plan of destruction was stopped because heaven said no. Not this one. Not the chosen one. Not the one we marked from the beginning. You are not a victim. You are a vessel. And your breakthrough is already unfolding. The weight you carry is not just emotional. It is spiritual. That is why it feels heavier than others can understand. You carry the call of heaven on your life. That is why the enemy has tried to isolate you, confuse you, make you question your worth. But now, those lies are being torn down. Every false word spoken over your life is being silenced by the truth of God's voice. He says you are loved. He says you are worthy. He says you are seen. And I echo His words as I stand by your side in this very moment. You were not meant to walk this road alone. The presence of God is not far from you. It is resting on you right now. His Spirit is speaking peace over the storms in your life. And He has not allowed you to come this far just to watch you fall. You are being lifted. Even now, as you hear this, there is a lifting happening in the Spirit. What once felt like a closed door is about to open wide. What once felt like silence is about to become the sound of breakthrough. There is nothing you have done that can cancel the grace over your life. The blood of Jesus still speaks. His mercy is still flowing. His arms are still open. There is no failure too big for His love to cover. There is no shame too heavy for His forgiveness to lift. You have not ruined anything. You have not lost your value. You are not forgotten in a crowd. You are handpicked by heaven. You are loved without limit. You are being restored from the inside out. Comment 12:12 if you receive this word into your life. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is no time to waste. The days are moving quickly. The battle is increasing. But so is the power of God moving in you. He is awakening your spirit to see what you couldn't see before. He is revealing things that were hidden. He is aligning the right people to walk with you. He is removing the ones who tried to sabotage your calling. You don't need to chase what is leaving. Trust that God is protecting your future. Trust that the doors that closed were not rejections, but redirections. And I, Archangel Michael, am still here. Still standing. Still fighting. Still surrounding you with light. You are never walking into a storm alone. You are not waking up to battle alone. When your strength runs out, mine continues. When your voice is tired, I shout in the heavens for you. When your eyes cannot see a way forward, I move through the darkness to make a way. You are that important. You are that loved. And God will not stop until His promise is fulfilled in you. You have carried so much for so long. You've tried to be strong when your heart was breaking. You've smiled through the pain because you had to. You've kept going when it felt like there was no one behind you, no one beside you, and no one who truly saw what it was costing you to hold on. But God saw it. I saw it. Every tear. Every silent scream. Every time you told yourself to keep going even when your strength was gone. That was not weakness. That was faith. Even when you didn't feel full of faith, even when you doubted, you still stood. You still kept walking. And heaven never missed it. Comment 777 if you know you are still standing by the grace of God alone. You must understand this, the weight you felt on your life is not random. It is not punishment. It is because you carry a spiritual assignment that cannot be measured in human terms. The enemy fears what you are becoming. He fears what you will unlock when you finally walk fully in the power God placed in you. That is why the attacks were so personal. That is why the pain went so deep. That is why it felt like everything that could go wrong, did. But I need you to hear me, the enemy overplayed his hand. What was meant to destroy you will now be the very thing God uses to anoint you. There is something rising inside you, even now. Not anger. Not bitterness. But fire. Holy fire. You are being ignited again. The years the enemy tried to steal from you are being redeemed. The love you were denied is being poured out from heaven. The peace you longed for is flowing like living water. You are not beyond healing. You are not too broken. You are not too late. God is stepping into the very place where the pain took root and planting something eternal. Something unshakable. Something that will bear fruit in every season of your life going forward. The enemy has been trying to convince you that it's too late. That your chance has passed. That the promise was for someone else. But I need you to listen carefully. The promise is still yours. The calling is still alive. The covering is still over you. God never took his eyes off you. Not when you fell. Not when you strayed. Not when you felt numb. He was right there. And so was I. You were never alone. You may have felt abandoned by people, but heaven never left your side. God never left your room. Comment 999 if you believe the presence of God is surrounding you right now. There is a breakthrough in motion right now, even if you cannot see it yet. Heaven doesn't wait until you feel ready. God moves when it is time. And the time is now. Doors that were shut are about to open. Voices that once silenced you are about to lose their grip. You are not just entering a new season, you are entering into a divine appointment. What was delayed is now being released. What was blocked is now being commanded to move. And no force in hell can stop what God is about to do in your life. This is not just motivation. This is a holy announcement. The Spirit of God is declaring over you that this is the hour of restoration. The hour of return. The hour where everything you thought was lost is suddenly found again in His presence. You will not be defined by what you've been through. You will be known by what God brings out of you. The oil that is coming from your suffering is precious. It is pure. It is powerful. And it will change everything. Do not mistake this silence for absence. Heaven has been working behind the scenes. I have been fighting battles for you in realms you cannot see. I have stood between you and destruction more times than you could count. And not because you are perfect, but because you are purposed. You are loved. You are God's. He claimed you before the foundations of the world were even formed. He wrote your name on His heart. And He has never stopped calling you back to Him. Comment 1010 if you receive the strength of heaven to keep going. This world will try to convince you that you are ordinary, that your life is just a series of random events, that nothing truly matters. But I speak the truth of the kingdom to you now. Everything about you was intentional. Every detail. Every trial. Every delay. Every dream. It was all part of something eternal. You carry the fingerprints of heaven on your soul. That is why you do not fit in this world. That is why you feel things so deeply. That is why your heart breaks over what others ignore. It is because you were made for more. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And that, more, is not out of reach. It is not hidden. It is waiting for your yes. Your surrender. Your trust. You don't have to understand it all. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to believe that God is still who He said He is. And He is. He is still a healer. He is still a waymaker. He is still a redeemer. He is still the one who sees the end from the beginning. And He is still the God who has never lost a battle. He will not start losing with you. That is why I am speaking now. That is why I have not left you alone in your darkness. Because I have been sent to remind you, you are on the edge of something sacred. You are about to see the evidence of everything you've prayed for. You are not being overlooked. You are being prepared. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. And nothing can stop the hand of God once He has decided it is time. Do not leave this moment. Do not scroll away. Do not dismiss the stirring in your heart. That stirring is heaven knocking. That stirring is the sound of chains loosening. That stirring is the breath of God reminding you that there is more, and it's closer than you think. This is not an accident. This is not another passing moment. This is a divine encounter. A holy interruption. A sacred moment wrapped in words that were meant for you. You are being pulled into something higher, something deeper, something eternal. Do not step away. What you are about to receive could change everything. There are seasons when everything feels like it's falling apart. When every prayer feels like it disappears into silence. When every step feels heavier than the last. And in those moments, it becomes easy to think you are alone. That maybe God has moved on. That maybe heaven forgot your name. But I am here to tell you, nothing about you has been forgotten. Nothing you have walked through has gone unnoticed. Every moment of your life is held in the hands of the Father, and I, Archangel Michael, have been watching, protecting, and fighting for your soul when the world tried to break it apart. Comment 1515 if you believe heaven has never taken its eyes off you. You have walked through fire. And yet, here you are. Still breathing. Still standing. Still hoping, even if only with a flicker of light left inside you. That flicker matters. That flicker is faith. Even when your body is tired and your heart is worn down, the smallest flame of faith can still move mountains. God doesn't require you to have it all figured out. He just asks that you don't let go of Him. And I see that you haven't. Even through the worst of it, some part of you kept reaching out. Some part of you still believes. The heavens honor that. The Spirit of the Lord moves in response to that kind of trust. The angels gather around those who cry out, even with broken voices. And I want you to know, your cry was heard. Your pain was felt in heaven. And your name has been whispered in the courts of the Almighty. You are not invisible. You are not just another name in the crowd. You are God's beloved. And what He has planned for you cannot be undone by the pain you've walked through. The enemy has tried everything to convince you otherwise. He has used people to wound you, circumstances to delay you, and lies to torment you. He wants you to quit. He wants you to walk away from your faith, from your calling, from your identity. But I am standing here now, speaking life into your soul, to tell you this: you are stronger than you think, not because of your own strength, but because of the strength of the one who lives inside you. The same God who created galaxies formed you with His own hands. And He does not make mistakes. Comment 17:17 If you know that what God made, the enemy cannot destroy. The days ahead are not just another stretch of time. They are filled with divine appointments. There are moments prepared just for you, moments that will reveal why you had to go through what you did. You didn't lose everything. You were being stripped of what could not go with you into your purpose. The pain was real, but so is the promise. And God is faithful to fulfill every word He spoke over you. He does not lie. He does not forget. And He does not leave what He loves. You may feel like you're still surrounded by enemies, still stuck in confusion, still too far from peace. But I tell you with all the authority of heaven, the tide is turning. The war is shifting. And what once overwhelmed you will soon bow before the presence of God in your life. You will no longer be the one barely surviving. You will be the one who overcomes. You will carry victory, not as a trophy, but as a testimony. The weight you carried will become the witness you give. And others will see the glory of God shining through the very places where you were once broken. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too behind. What God is doing now is not based on what you deserve. It is based on His mercy, His grace, His love. He chose you knowing everything about you. Your past did not surprise Him. Your weaknesses did not disqualify you. Your doubts did not cancel the plan. He saw it all, and still, He said yes to you. He still says yes. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. So stay close. Stay present. Don't let your heart harden from the pain. Don't let fear talk you out of faith. Don't let guilt bury your hope. What's ahead is more beautiful than you imagined. And the only thing you need to do right now is trust. Just breathe. Just open your heart. God will do the rest. He will go before you. I will go beside you. And nothing formed against you will succeed. Even now, I see the chains falling. I see burdens lifting. I see peace entering places that haven't felt rest in years. There is a calm coming. There is a breakthrough coming. There is joy returning. The long nights are not the end. The heaviness is not permanent. You are being lifted from the inside out. You are being held, healed, and led. This is the beginning of something sacred. And I promise you, it is worth holding on for. It may have felt like everything around you was collapsing. It may have looked like the prayers weren't working, the waiting was wasted, and the wounds were too deep to ever be healed. But the truth is this: those were not signs that God left you. They were signs that something greater was being built beneath the surface. You were not being punished. You were being positioned. You were being refined, strengthened, shaped in the fire so that nothing in the next season of your life will be able to break you the same way again. Comment Amen if you feel your spirit beginning to rise again. Your life has not been easy, and heaven knows the cost of your journey. Every loss you endured left a mark, but none of those marks can erase your purpose. You may have had to walk alone. You may have had to bury dreams. You may have watched others pass you by, wondering if God still saw you, still heard you, still loved you. I am here to tell you, yes, He did. He does. And He always will. He has never left your side. Even when you didn't feel Him, He was there. Even when you felt abandoned, He was already working on your behalf. You were not created to be crushed by life. You were created to overcome it. And I, Archangel Michael, was sent to make sure that the darkness trying to silence you would never succeed. The reason you are still here is not luck. It is not coincidence. It is proof that heaven protected what hell tried to destroy. It is proof that your life matters more than you know. And right now, the Spirit of God is stirring your heart because it's time to rise again. It's time to believe again. It's time to hope again. There is a season coming where your name will be called forward. Where doors will open that you never knocked on. Where healing will come to places you stopped praying about. God is not just restoring what you lost. He is replacing it with something greater. He is building something in you that cannot be stolen. He is anchoring your soul in truth so that no storm will shake you. You will not be the same. You will not go back. You will not stay stuck in what tried to break you. Comment 11:11 if you receive that something greater is already coming into motion. You may feel like you're still standing in the rubble of what life tore down, but what you see now is not all there is. God does not need perfect conditions to work miracles. He does not need everything in order before He shows up. He steps into the chaos. He speaks in the silence. He brings light into the darkest corners of your life. And He is doing that right now. As you read these words, the presence of the Lord is coming closer. Not just around you, within you. The Spirit of the Lord is your comfort, your guide, your source of peace when nothing makes sense. And I want you to remember this: you don't have to feel strong to be chosen. You don't have to feel worthy to be used. You don't have to have it all together for God to move. All you need is to remain open, to keep your heart soft, to keep your spirit aligned with the truth that God is not done writing your story. The pain you've been through is not meaningless. Heaven will use it all. Nothing will be wasted. Not one tear. Not one sleepless night. Not one moment where you thought you had nothing left to give. God saw it all, and He is turning it into something beautiful. Something that will bless others. Something that will glorify His name. Something that will remind you why you never gave up, even when it would have been easier to walk away. Comment 222 if you believe nothing you went through will be wasted. Right now, the enemy is terrified. Because you didn't quit. You didn't give in. You are still standing, even if your legs are shaking. You are still believing, even if your faith feels small. And that is more dangerous to the kingdom of darkness than you realize. Your survival is your statement. Your endurance is your testimony. And heaven is responding to your faithfulness with power, with favor, with fresh strength. There are angels being dispatched on your behalf even now. There are doors swinging open because you held on. There is healing flowing into your spirit because you dared to believe that this might not be the end. And I'm telling you again, it's not. This is a beginning. A divine start to a new chapter written not in pain, but in purpose. Written not in sorrow, but in strength. The ashes of your past are being swept away, and beauty is rising. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You will walk differently in this next season. You will speak with authority. You will pray with fire. You will love without fear. You will worship without shame. Because the things that once broke you no longer have power over you. The Spirit of God is making all things new, including you. You are being renewed, not just emotionally, but spiritually, mentally, and physically. You are being raised up, set apart, and wrapped in glory that comes not from man, but from the Father Himself. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are a chosen one. And this is your reminder from heaven that you were made for more than just surviving. You were made to live in the fullness of God's promises. You were formed in His image, wrapped in His grace, and filled with His Spirit. And right now, God is calling you closer. He is drawing you deeper. He is pulling you out of the places where fear once ruled and leading you into the light where peace will take root. Comment 333 if you feel the Lord leading you out of fear and into His peace. There are things you walked through that no one knows about. Silent storms that nearly destroyed your mind. Nights when you stared at the ceiling wondering how you'd make it to morning. And mornings when you woke up with no strength to get out of bed. You learned to hide the heaviness. You became skilled at carrying burdens quietly. But God saw every moment. Heaven kept every tear. And I was there, standing guard over you even when your soul felt like it was slipping away. It was not your strength that carried you through. It was His mercy. It was His love. It was His angels moving through your life when you didn't even realize. You've been protected in ways you'll never fully understand. You've been covered by grace when you thought all was lost. And that grace has not run out. It is flowing even now, surrounding your heart, reaching into the wounded places, pulling you back together piece by piece. You don't have to pretend to be okay anymore. You don't have to carry the weight alone. God is stepping into your pain with healing in His hands. He is not ashamed of your scars. He is not angry with your doubts. He is not disappointed in your weakness. He is present, patient, and powerful. And He is working all things, even the broken things, for your good. He is restoring what was stolen, rebuilding what was shattered, and redeeming every part of your story. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are still His. And His love for you is not based on performance, it is based on who He is. He is faithful. He is just. He is kind. And He is near to the broken-hearted. If your heart is breaking right now, know this: He is closer than ever. He is wrapping Himself around you even now. I feel His presence pouring out over you like oil, like peace, like holy fire that burns away fear, guilt, and shame. Comment 12:12 if you believe His love is enough to heal you right now. You have cried long enough. You have wandered long enough. You have waited long enough. This is the moment where the turnaround begins.